All right, everybody, I am in Santa Marta. I rode from a hotel close to Tayrona Park, and I just had the weirdest day. It's just like one thing after another, just weird little things. You know, I had one big hill to climb today, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be a really good opportunity. I've had something on my mind. I've really wanted to talk about it and tell everybody about what's happening. I'm not somebody that's like really big on, you know, talking about really personal things, but you know, it's kind of important. So I thought, you know what, I should just talk about it. It's something that's really been on my mind, and I thought, you know, I've got this big hill to climb. I'll just be going really slowly. Nothing else to do, so that'll be a perfect opportunity. You know, I psyched myself up, and I started climbing this hill, and my SD card was full. I probably had 3 days worth of footage on it, and I'd forgotten to transfer it, and so I stopped and pulled out my computer, transferred everything. I've never done this before, like, you know, next to traffic. And then I started again, and you know, I'm starting to do another video, and I suddenly realized that I don't have my microphone, and I'm like, what's happened to my microphone? I always have my microphone. And I realized that I took it off when I stopped, and I forgot to put it back on, and somehow I got disconnected from my camera. Okay, so I turn around and I go back down the hill. I probably went maybe even as much as 2 kilometers, and I couldn't find it. So too bad, I lost my microphone, but luckily I packed another one. I had an experience before I left over the summer where I lost a microphone in my house, and I thought, my God, if I could lose a microphone in the house, certainly I'll lose one on tour. So I have an extra. So I continue going. But you know what, the traffic noise and everything, I just didn't feel like pulling out this other microphone while I was there on the road. It's like, you know, in a bag, and I'd have to pull everything out. So I was just using the external mic on the camera, and I just knew it wasn't good. And then the battery on my camera went dead anyway, so that was the end of that. And then I got to the hotel here. I had a very nice ride into Santa Marta, and I'm really excited to be in Santa Marta. I've heard so much about the city. It's a much bigger city, and I'll be able to take care of a lot of things. But I realized that my Garmin turned off after 7.33 miles. Like, what? Why would my Garmin just like turn off? It's not like the battery on that was not dead. So anyway, so after all of that, I'm checked in. I found a very affordable hotel. It's less than $30 a night, and it looks really nice. But what I really want to talk about is I am turning 60, like soon. My birthday's on Valentine's Day, and there's something about this birthday that has, you know, kind of shaken me up. I've had a lot of self-reflection going on, thinking about like how I got where I am, what I want for the future, and, you know, is this what I want? And there's something about turning 60 that feels not like urgent, but it kind of feels like if there's stuff that I want to do, now's the time to do it. You know, maybe I feel like for the last, like this is my 12th year touring, you know, maybe I've been just kind of going along for the ride, and I've been enjoying it a lot, but I don't know what it is. I just kind of feel like I kind of need to step up and, you know, just sort of make sure that this is the life that I want for myself. And there are some things that I would like to change, some things I've been thinking about for a couple of years. You know, first of all, I have to say that to be 60 and doing what I want to be doing, you know what, to me that feels like something to be really proud of. I have toured for 12 years. I have no idea how far I've gone. I couldn't even tell you the number of countries I've been through. You know, a lot of people talk about going around the world. I suppose that's what I'm doing, although that's not really that interesting. Maybe I'll make it around the world. I have everything written down, so if I need to, I can go look it up. But you know, if it's 10 countries or 30 countries that I've been to, I don't know why. It's just not that important to me. But there's one thing that's been kind of missing, and I've been thinking about how to, you know, how to change some things. Like, for instance, I have mostly toured alone, and the reason for this is because I am so slow. I run into cyclists all the time who, you know, suggest we ride together, and it sounds like a great idea. But then I tell them, you know, I say, I would love to ride with you, but I'm just so slow. And the conversation is always the same. Everybody always says, oh, I am too. And I'm like, well, okay, but this is like a whole nother level of slow. This is turtle slow. And sure enough, you know, we start riding together, and maybe for 10 or 15 minutes, and then they say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I'll meet you wherever. And I'm like, you know, I totally get it. I mean, it's just too slow. And for a couple of years now, I've thought about adding electric assist. But you know, there's problems with electric assist. For instance, you can't get the batteries on a plane, and you know, I always tend to fly to a destination, and then, you know, in the summer I stay in Portland, and so I've always kind of said, no, I can't really do that because, you know, I need to be able to put my trike on a plane. But you know what, I'm starting to think differently about that. You know, there's a lot of people who travel by boat or motorcycle, car, RV, and you know what, they have to get from place to place. They have to get their vehicles or their boats from place to place. You know, I watch people like, I think everybody knows who Matt Galat is, and he tends to leave his trike when he flies home to be with his wife and his baby. And I could easily do the same thing. Or I could even leave my batteries somewhere and have another set of batteries in Portland. You know, I think there really are some options, and so I'm starting to rethink it, and it looks like I'm going to probably buy a new Scorpion with the Shimano Steps electric assist system when I get back to Portland, and I'm really excited about it. But there's another aspect of it that I've kind of had to think through, because, you know, if I'm riding with other people, and that's really what I want to do, you know, I need to be able to camp. And if I'm camping, I probably won't have electricity. And these batteries take 7 or 8 hours to charge. And that's just too much to ask somebody who is, you know, who doesn't have electric assist to wait around for my batteries to charge up. And so I'm really thinking about adding a trailer with solar panels so that I can charge the batteries as I go. You know, I'll be talking about all this more as I go along, but you know what, these are some of the ideas and things that I'm thinking about as I hit this milestone of 60. Wow, gosh, it's just so interesting, you know. Certainly at 40, this is not where I thought I would be at 60. And that'll have to be another video, because it's actually kind of an interesting story about how I got where I am. But yeah, let me know what you think. It's just a time for self-reflection, I guess, and I mean, I guess that's good. You know, it's good to kind of take a step back and, you know, see where your life is, see where your life is going, and you know, make sure it's what you want for yourself. So yeah, let me know. All right, and as always, thank you for watching.